There has never been a better period in the history of sports in this town than is what's going on right now, these 4 years with the Miami Heat. This is the golden age.
Jonathan Zaslow has been the pre- and post-game radio host for the Miami Heat for the past 4 seasons, and 18 months ago added a second job at 790 The Ticket as the morning show radio host. A dream come true for the ultimate Miami Heat superfan.
I've been watching since 1988, since I was 7 years old, when they were winning 15 games with Ron Rothstein as the head coach in 1988-89. Not a lot of people get to wind up living out, I guess, kind of a childhood dream. It's pretty wild, so it's very gratifying for me.
Not only did he idolize Eric Reed, one of the Heat's original announcers, but he knew him as a child. Well, sort of.
Eric Reed lived a few houses down from me in Aventura, and he would walk his dog in the morning the same time that I would walk through my community to the bus stop to go to middle school. So a lot of mornings I would walk with him, talk about the Heat or the previous night's game, which was so cool to me. And I'm pretty sure Eric does not remember this.
Sorry, Zaz, I don't remember.
Zaz works late nights at Miami Heat games and is back at work at 5:30 a.m. the next day for a 4-hour morning drive show. And as exhilarating as this career may be, it's still a bit tiring.
I'm literally exhausted by the end of the show. Your brain is constantly moving, you're constantly thinking, and I'm constantly projecting for 4 straight hours. So I'm exhausted by the end of the show.
So exhausting that sometimes he makes mistakes.
He was late to the show, which happens because we get up very early in the morning, and he has a mental alarm, which obviously didn't go off. So he slept through his alarm, and he was late, and he wasn't terribly late. He was about a half an hour late. And he shows up, and, you know, we're giving him a hard time about being late to the show, and then one of us notices that he has coffee, because he stops at Dunkin' Donuts every morning. So we're getting on his case because not only was he late to the show, which is unbelievable in itself because he's the co-host and he's got to be here, but he stopped and got coffee and didn't bring Dunkin' Donuts for any of the rest of us.
The fact of the matter is, I'm in this situation. Now, how do I make the best of it? So I can either get to work late and be really tired, or I can get to work late and be on my game. So I figure, hey, I'm gonna stop at Dunkin' Donuts like I normally do, and I'm gonna get my coffee. Now, I do admit blame where I should have, because I was late, I should have picked something up for everyone else to kind of smooth things over.
Better late than never for a broadcaster who has truly found his sweet spot, working in his hometown for his favorite team.
My favorite part is that I feel like I have a little bit of a voice now in the city that I grew up in, watching sports and being a huge sports fan. And that to me is kind of cool and ridiculous at the same time.
And as for this Heat versus Pacers Eastern Conference Finals, he's got just one thing to say.
Bad news for the Pacers.